Like all the videos on Saigan Cat's channel are made possible by fans like you.
Hello everybody, Saigan Cat here, and welcome to Armored Core 5, the Let's Play. You're probably wondering, Saigan, what you doing?
System activating normal mode. Now checking pilot data.
Thank you for interrupting me, dear feminine robot voice. What I am doing is avoiding Dragon Quest burnout, and the other night on the FF7 stream, I was reminded of my love for Armored Core, because somebody asked, hey, Saigan, do you play Armored Core? And I went, oh my god, I love Armored Core. I've been playing Armored Core since Gen 1. I played all of Gen 1, I played all of Gen 2, I started Gen 3. I couldn't get into it at the time. I think I might have just been burned out, because I had just played Armored Core, Project Phantasma, Master of Arena, Armored Core 2, and Armored Core Another Age, 100%ing all of those. And then I started Armored Core 3, and I went, I'm not feeling it. So that might just be on me. I went back to the series when 4 came out, kind of like... I'm lukewarm on 4. I don't think it's bad. It just didn't feel like the Armored Core that I know and love. I really could not get into 4 Answer. The balance felt strange to me. I did like the giant, what were they called? Arm something? They were like massive city-sized mechs in that one that you were fighting. And then I played Armored Core 5 when it came out. And holy crap, I really like Armored Core 5. It's not my favorite. I think I still definitely prefer Gen 1 and Gen 2. Ah, crap. Gotta go all the way around twice now, because I'm a spaz. Thank you, PS3 controls. And I played 5 when it came out on the 360. I'm playing on the PS3 now because I wanted to start fresh. And, you know, Armored Core just feels right with a Sony controller in hand. So between, you know, the conversation on the stream the other day and the fact that From Software has all but confirmed they're working on a new Armored Core game, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna play me some Armored Core. I'm gonna break up
accepted. Now starting mission.
That Dragon Quest 8. I'm not streaming this, so I have some more freedom in getting episodes out. And it's great. It's a great game. It's a great series. If you're not familiar with it, I definitely recommend checking it out. None of them are particularly difficult to find. They are From Software games. If you're familiar with Dark Souls, let me tell you, it doesn't play anything like Dark Souls, but they're very similar in how little information they just hand you. The tutorial is very brief, and then it just kind of sends you on your way. You're... like, immediately after the tutorial, you're pretty much guaranteed to die in this, too. Holy crap, that is loud. One of the things that I really like about 5 compared to 4 is 4 were they were closer to super robots. They were redonkulously large and superpowered in 4, and 5 kind of brought them back down to their original scale. Oh, that reminds me. This is also the same company that brought us Chrome Hounds. If you're familiar with that. that is bound to be, like, unbearably loud. We're going to drop the game audio a chunk. And following the end of this episode, I will readjust. So if it's too low after that change, I apologize, and I will get it fixed next episode. Unfortunately, both my audio and the game audio are being recorded on the same channel.
That was the last chopper. Let's get out of here.
Oh no, it's just that cutscene was stupid loud. That's the problem.
To the rendezvous point. Hurry.
Alright, that looks good. That looks good. And now, here we have our basic movement tutorial. This is the only tutorial that we get. I don't think we're even allowed to revisit it. Oh, well, at least the controls are... Yes, thank you. So you do have boosters. You have a glide boost, which is similar to overboosting, kind of, if you're familiar with the old ones. I prefer glide boosting. I hardly used overboosting at all. And jumping. You can... So right now there's a setting where my boost auto-engages on jumps. You can turn that off if you want. You can also do some neat tricks with the jumps. Like you can jump up off of buildings and wall jump. Stuff like that. Like so. So, we do get right and left arm weapons. We get a shoulder weapon, and we also have bays for changing our weapons. So we can carry a total of 5 different weapons at a time. We can have 3 of those equipped at a time. You're locked into whatever your shoulder weapon is. The game has just a massive, massive selection of parts. If you're not familiar with this series, you're prepared to be impressed. Once we finish up here and I show you, we're going to fire some rockets at you from our shoulders. Now, it has been a long, long time since I have played, so don't expect anything too fancy from me, but I will walk you guys through like all the stats and numbers that I can recall in the game. This one in particular, Armored Core 5, had a beast of an online mode. It almost felt MMO-like. It was very focused on both having a guild, or your mercenary group, or whatever it was called, and also on PvP and conquest modes, where you could actually take over regions and fight with other groups for them. And it was totally fantastic. And that mode isn't supported anymore. You can still do PvP battles, but conquest mode is gone. Scan mode. Right. Okay, so there's... my eyes! Perionin turned on the lights and I wasn't prepared for it. There's a scan mode. Gives you more information. Let me see if...
Combat mode.
What button is it? Nope. Okay, that's... Well, obviously there's a guy over there, but what I was trying to show you is... There we go! Recon! You get different recon units. So, with that recon unit, it tells me how many enemies are close to it, how many it's picking up on its scanner.
Scan mode.
And when you go into scan mode, you can actually see what the recon unit sees. Whoops, I didn't want to send out another one. That's fine. Take him out with heavy fire before he gets anything out on me. You can fire manually. It's ill-advised. Locking onto enemies can take varied amounts of time depending on your fire control system. turned on me. Let's actually see what I have in my other bay. What the hell is this? Oh, it's plasma. So, energy weapons are fun because they don't use ammo. Is that? Yes. Okay. I have a laser sword. Energy weapons are fun because they don't use ammo. Instead, they eat up your boost meter. I think we're done with this mission now. Yes, we are. Let's just glide boost to the end.
Energy at 30% energy depleted.
Yeah, if you're a fan of mecha and haven't played Armored Core yet,
I'll attach my charger
buddy,
to the AC.
you are missing out.
I'm coming with you.
Okay, Fran.
Running out of time. Come on.
The story typically isn't anything to write home about, and usually doesn't make any sense. Like, you really have to dig deep for the story to make sense.
We'll be leaving the residential sector soon. No problems yet. But it's only gonna get harder from here on out. Life on the outside can be pretty brutal. But you're coming with us, right? The old me would have laughed at the idea, but I guess I've changed. Maybe money isn't everything. Besides, it'd be more fun to tag along with you guys. Oh well, I was ready for a change anyway. Why did you miss? I believe I ordered you to take out the AC.
They dodged. I guess Rosie still has a few tricks up her sleeve. But that won't save you in the end.
I see. Do as you please then. Just get that AC.
Don't you realize you can't run from me? This time, you die.
That's not gonna happen.
Huh?
You will never defeat that AC. And you're the one that's gonna die.
Oh? Just try it then.
Alright, so,
System, combat mode.
to my knowledge, there's no way to win this fight. I've never done it. If it can be done, I don't know about it. Oh god, get out of the way. Yep, there it is. He completely wrecks you. It's probably beatable if you're better than me.
Is something wrong? Can you hear that? Look over there. They're back. Yes, it's been a long time. Let's get this fight started.
And then they just throw you back in sometime later, and they don't really give you explanation that it's later. So, let's create a team name. And we're going to name our team the Questers. After the Questers rest. Boom, Questers. Team emblem. No, we don't need paint data. Oh my gosh, fine. Game. I guess that kind of looks like a dragon's skull. Let's go with it. I believe you can even upload custom images to the game. I think. Now, if the online conquest mode still worked, we'd be able to join other groups or have people join ours. Yeah, I'm now a rookie.
Good morning. Main system. Checking pilot data.
You would get, like, all of your news and everything from this feed here. Looks like it's still here, but yeah, the server-based online services for Armored Core 5 has been terminated. Territory and conquest missions using the game server are no longer available. However, free battles are still available. There is a sequel to this game called Armored Core Verdict Day. I have no idea if Conquest Mode is still available for Verdict Day. I didn't play it. I was busy playing Dragon Quest X when that came out.
Main system. Normal mode activated.
So we're just going to go through the single-player campaign in this. Very, very, very basic menu here. Missions, you are allowed to take missions in a variety of different orders. The more you do, the more they open up. Story missions are available one after the other. They are really, really hard compared to order missions. Best way to go through the game is do your order missions in order, because that'll give you the correct scaling of difficulty, and it'll give you time to purchase the correct parts. Dropping out of the world menu, we can also go to the workshop, where we can assemble our ACs, our armored cores. It's also where we can shop. Let me show you guys the shop. So, whole host of things. We have right arm unit, left arm unit, shoulder units, heads, cores, arms, legs, fire control system, your FCS, your generator, which provides you with, of course, not only, well, it's the electric systems, I guess you would say. And working with that is the booster, which determines your acceleration and your glide boosting and your quick boosting and all that. Your recon units. And then going further into each of these, let's... Alright, so with the fire control systems, we don't really have many options right now. There we go. I hope you're a fan of really getting into the details. If you like stats in your games, play Armored Core. Gives you lock-on size, which is, I believe, the window size that it will track things within. Range, that speaks for itself, how far out it'll lock onto things. Lock computation, I want to say that that's lock on speed. Missile lock computation, yep, that's separate. Tells you how many individual missile locks you can get, how many maximum subunits you can get, how many maximum jammers you can run. And it also has lock jamming resistance. An FCS with a high lock jamming resistance is going to be able to lock onto somebody with a lot of jammers faster than one that wouldn't. Weight, energy consumption, as well as all the total stats off to the side. I mean, there's just so much. I couldn't possibly hope to cover everything in a single video, not without making it an hour long. There's 3 different types of damage in this game. There's... Oh, wait, no. There's 4 different types. Okay, so there's... Is energy not one? Oh, no, energy is thermal in this. Okay, right. There's kinetic damage, which is going to be your ballistics, like bullets and the like. You've got your thermal damage, which is usually going to be your plasma-based weaponry, and then there's also chemical I believe is what the CE is. And that's usually going to be like your explosions and things, your splash damage. It's like I don't even have any access to anything like that right now. Oh wait, no, here we go. There we go. CE missile. Chemical energy. And every individual part of your AC is going to have different resistances to these kinds of energy damage. There's so much. We'll talk about it as we build. We don't really need to buy anything right now. We're just going to go ahead and jump into our first mission. These also tend to be very, very, very quick missions. They started doing that with Armored Core 4, as opposed to the longer, grueling challenge levels of the first 3 generations, where individual missions would take you, 20 to 30 minutes or more. And really force you to focus on your ammunition counts. And now they're a bit shorter. There's still going to be situations where you find yourself running out of ammo. And you may need to adjust your build based around that. So, order mission 01. Enemy, former city police. Main enemy force, tanks and aerial units. Max sortie members 2, because you could play these co-op with your squad mates, and it was fantastic. I got to play some co-op, got to do some big, 4-on-4 battles in conquest mode. The first month that this game was out, it was just perfect. Not everybody agrees with that. Armored Core is a series kind of like Final Fantasy, where there's enough difference between the games that everybody's going to have a different favorite for a different reason, and that's fine. There's only a couple of games in the entire franchise that everybody agrees were bad. Ninebreaker doesn't get much love. Another Age doesn't get much love. I haven't played Ninebreaker myself, but I definitely agree with Another Age being kind of a lazy sequel.
This is Fran, arriving at the target area momentarily. What's your status, Rosary? Looks like they beat us here, just as I thought. Migrant stragglers. Shouldn't be much of a challenge. This will be our first chance to see if we have what it takes to survive out here.
Oh, there's also sub-missions and sub-objectives that you can get bonus rewards for doing. I'm not going to focus on doing those right now.
Here's your route. There should be some enemies waiting for you up ahead. Hurry up and take care of them.
Boosters.
Energy at 30 energy. Depleted.
Oops. I have no lock on. Give me lock on.
Looks like you've got them all. Good
Nope.
job.
That's that.
Haven't lost your touch.
Usually the submissions...
I hope you're prepared to make it up to me.
The story just never makes any sense. You're not missing anything, I promise.
Always so serious. Mission objective complete. System returning to normal.
The
mode.
bonus objectives usually consist of suffering under a certain amount of damage, spending so little on ammunition, because you do spend your reward money on ammunition at the end of the mission. I'll show you the breakdown here, of course. So we've got our total pay. There was a subquest in there, apparently. Don't know what it was. You earn points for the team levels up, you get personal pay, there's your expenses. Expenses cover ammunition and damage dealt to you. You get a rating. As far as I can recall, S is the highest. I don't think there's a double S. We naturally could have done that mission a lot faster. Once we get access to some of the bigger guns, grenade launchers and bazookas in particular, it can be just hilarious when used properly in wiping out groups of small enemies. But yeah, full breakdown here. There's the ammo expense. That's where most of our cost came from. And the subquest was a time limit. And for completing that, we got both a bonus reward and some team points. That's that. Alright, guys. I hope that if you're a fan of Armored Core already, I hope you enjoyed this first episode. If you're not a fan, I really hope that this series gets you interested. Nice thing about Armored Core is it's available across a number of systems, and the majority of the games are good. There's just a couple to avoid. Starting off with any one of the numbered games is the best way to go. On the PlayStation 1, there's Armored Core. On PlayStation 2, Armored Core 2 and Armored Core 3. I understand that Nexus is apparently a good place to start as well. I haven't played it, so I can't say. Armored Core 4, a lot of newcomers to the series love Armored Core 4 and have it as their favorite. And of course, there's Armored Core 5. And with any luck, around the corner, we'll be seeing an announcement of Armored Core 6. So, I'm your host, Saigan. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time. Take care.